I spent 90 days testing every major abs exercise from planks to dragon flags. No equipment, just body weight tight exercises. The results completely contradicted what most trainers teach. Alright, here's the truth about abs training. Most people are either doing too much or doing the wrong stuff. Crunches, sit-ups, bicycle kicks. They make you sweat, they burn like hell, and they give the illusion of effectiveness. But if you actually want a core that's strong, functional, and looks good without compromising your spine, you need to dig deeper. I spent 90 days putting 10 popular abs exercises to the test. Not just checking how sore they made me, but tracking which ones actually improved my posture, boosted my compound lifts, and made me feel more powerful overall. Some moves were total surprises, some were straight-up disappointments, and a few, just a few, earned a permanent spot in my weekly routine. Let's break down the real abs exercise hierarchy with a nonsense tier list. Let's kick things off with a classic that honestly needs to be retired. Sit-ups. I know they're everywhere. Gym class, boot camps, even some YouTube tutorials. But unless you're hyper-focused on form, you're mostly just hammering your hip flexors and grinding your spine into the floor. That constant spinal flexion with no real core engagement, not worth it. Sure, they feel like they're doing something, but it's mostly discomfort, not development. Bar. It's more 90s nostalgia than modern core science. Hard pass, C tier. Now, on the flip side, we have the dragon flag, made famous by Bruce Lee and feared by abs everywhere. This move is a test of full body control. It's not just your core, it's your lats, your glutes, your legs, everything working together to stay tight. The anti-extension force it builds is unreal, and you can feel your abs firing from top to bottom. It's brutal, and that's exactly why it works. If you can even do one clean rep, you're already playing in the big leagues. Solid S tier. Then there's bicycle crunches. They look cool in hit montages, and they burn fast. But the truth is, most people rush through them without any control. Elbows flail, knees jerk, and your neck starts doing half the work. Instead of intentional rotation and core engagement, it becomes a messy, momentum-driven flurry. And while it feels like effort, it's not efficient. It's more chaos than control. And for most people, it does more harm than good. Definitely DTIer. The 2-minute game changer that built my core faster than anything else was the hollow body hold. It's not flashy. It won't get you likes, but it builds the kind of core control that carries over to everything. Handstands, front levers, even squats. Hold it right and you'll feel it deep. Not just in your abs, but through your entire midline. That's why it's a tier. But sustaining that kind of effort across multiple sets takes more than just grit. Creatine helps with that. It fuels repeated effort, especially in movements that demand full body tension, like hollow holds, rollouts, and planks. When your body's topped up, you recover faster between sets and keep your reps sharp from start to finish. That's why I've been using Tasty Gains Creatine in gummy form. No mess, no measuring, just grab and chew. Full clinical dose every time. Because when the habit's simple, it sticks. And consistent recovery. That's what lets you keep pushing volume, keep holding good form, and actually progress. And speaking of form, let's talk about the plank. Yeah, it's basic, and yeah, everyone thinks they're too advanced for it. But when you do it right, glutes tight, ribs down, body straight, it hits harder than most people expect. It's simple, accessible, and doesn't crush you like a dragon flag. That's why it lands in the A tier, and it's one of the few I've added to my weekly routine. Time for some spice, crucifix crunches. These feel amazing, no doubt about it. They hit the obliques with a nice direct squeeze and give you that satisfying sideburn that makes you feel like you're doing work. And for targeting rotation and a simple setup, they do the job. But here's the thing, there's not much room to grow with them. You're locked into the same movement, same angle, same tension. So, while they're great as a burnout move at the end of your workout, they just don't hold up as a main event. Great for variety, but limited for progress. B tier. Speaking of foundations, let's talk leg raises. Done hanging. They demand real control from your abs, your grip, and even your shoulders. You're not just lifting your legs, you're locking your body into position while staying tight the entire way through. And when you start controlling your pelvis and keeping your lower back from arching, that's where the magic happens. Lying versions are solid too, but the hanging variation adds gravity, stability work, and some serious style points. This one hits lower abs hard and forces you to get better fast. Solid enough to earn a spot in the A tier. Now, here's one you probably skip: side plank. I get it. It doesn't look cool and no one's filming themselves holding it for the gram. But if you want real core integrity, this one's a must. It works your obliques, yes, but more importantly, it strengthens your ability to resist lateral collapse. That's huge for balance, posture, and injury prevention. It also hits muscles most people neglect until something starts hurting. Not exciting, but incredibly effective when done right. Not flashy, but dependable. B tier. Then we get to the king of functional abs work, abs wheel rollout. This move hits everything: upper abs, lower abs, deep core stabilizers, and even a bit of your lats and shoulders if you're doing it right. It's one of the rare exercises that forces full body control while directly challenging your ability to resist spinal extension. And the best part, it scales with you. Start on your knees, build up your range, then eventually go full standing and feel your soul leave your body. Every rep demands focus, and there's nowhere to hide. It's brutal, but brutally effective. Solid S tier, no question. And finally, Superman hold. Not exactly an abs blaster, but if you're ignoring your posterior chain, you're building a lopsided core. This balances all the flexion we just talked about. It's the yin to your crunch-heavy yang. Not essential, but definitely useful. That puts it in the B tier. What separates great abs exercises isn't how much they burn, it's what they actually activate. Most people only train what they can see, but your core isn't just the six-pack, it's a system. Your obliques, your transverse abdominis, your body's built-in weightlifting belt. Ignore that deep core layer, and you're building a sports car with no frame. It looks good, but it crumbles under pressure. The strongest core work doesn't always feel the hardest, but it hits the muscles that matter. Stabilizers that protect your spine, power your lifts, and carry over into real-life movement. So, if you're still chasing the burn with random crunches, it's time to train smarter. But here's the kicker. Consistency beats intensity when it comes to abs. Doing 1,000 crunches in one day might leave you sore, but it won't make your core stronger in a sustainable, functional way. What actually moves the needle is regular, deliberate tension. Holding positions, controlling movement, resisting gravity. That's what builds a core that's strong, resilient, and visible without sacrificing your spine. And this applies to every exercise on the list. It's not about chasing the burn or impressing the gym crowd. It's about control. And yes, it's boring at times. You won't get a viral TikTok from holding a plank or a hollow body hold, but after a month or two, you'll notice subtle changes in posture, movement quality, and even how your lifts feel. Your squats feel steadier, your deadlifts more secure, and your overhead presses? Suddenly, your core isn't the weak link anymore. Another common trap is overtraining your abs. They're like any other muscle, they need recovery. Doing crunches, planks, leg raises, and ab wheels every single day might sound hardcore, but it often leads to fatigue, soreness, and sloppy form. Instead, pick your top 3 to 4 moves per week, cycle them intelligently, and focus on perfect execution. For me, that ended up being hollow body holds, planks, AB wheel rollouts, and hanging leg raises. Those 4 cover anti-extension, anti-rotation, oblique strength, and deep core stabilization. Everything else became optional. Extra seasoning for varied BR, Y, or burnout sets. Let's talk progression because that's where most people stall. Doing a plank for 30 seconds? Sure, that's a start. But after 2 weeks, that's too easy. Your body adapts fast. Add instability, a single arm plank, a plank with reach, weighted planks, or increase time under tension. For hollow holds, try hollow rocks or weighted variations once body weight becomes easy. Dragon flags? Once you can do multiple reps with control, slow down your descent or try a full range. Abs are not built by repetition alone, they're built by controlled stress and progressive challenge. And one underrated piece that changed everything for me, integrating abs training into compound lifts. I started bracing my core harder during squats, deadlifts, presses, and even pull-ups. Suddenly, my midline wasn't just for show. It was a functional powerhouse that improved my lifts. That's the real secret: transfer. An exercise that makes your core fire during a plank, but does nothing for your deadlift is limited. The best abs work improves your life, your lifts, and your posture. Nutrition, of course, matters. You can have the strongest, most functional abs in the world, but if you're covering them with a layer of fat, you'll never see them. Calories, protein, and consistent eating habits are part of the equation. But here's the good news. You don't need crazy diets or gimmicks. You need a sustainable approach. And when your nutrition supports recovery, every AB session becomes more FA. T-tiv, finally, mindset. Training abs isn't about vanity. It's about building a strong, functional core that carries over to every movement you do. Every step you take, every lift you attempt, every posture you maintain, your abs are involved. Treat them like the foundation of a building, not a decoration. Invest time, be patient, and focus on control, not ego. So, here's your takeaway. Skip the sit-ups and sloppy bicycle crunches. Prioritize